learn something today. Hey y'all, I'm back. Thank you for joining me again. This is JC. I'm going to pick this back up kind of where we left off last week. We're going to pick back up and finish on a few commands here that we touched on our first set of commands, and I want to finish up. We're gonna go through and just kind of show you what these commands do and what the purpose of them, what the purpose of these are for. First one we have is LSB underscore release. We've got uname and date, host name, PWD, who am I, and Dmessage. Right, let's go ahead and we're going to load up our terminal, and we'll get started here. So our first command is LSB underscore release. Okay, so this will give us information about the release version of Linux that you're running, whether it be Ubuntu, CentOS, Fedora, Debian. Running this command, you say you want to know, like, oh, dang, I'm not sure what version I'm running. You're looking for updates, or you're looking for software to install for your particular version. This LSB underscore release, and I like this A option. Let's get some help on here. See what kind of options we got here. So we've got help, versions, ID, the description about this distribution, and shows release number of this distribution, and A for all. So that's what the A switch is. So we're going to do A for all, and this will give us all the information about what we're running. As you can see, it says no LSB modules are available. Distributor ID, Ubuntu, right there. Description, Ubuntu 16.04.2 LTS. That's the long-term support release version. Our release is 1604. Code name Xenio. So this is it's pretty straightforward. Not many options on here, but if you're trying to find out what version of Linux that you're running, this command will do the trick for you. Quick, simple, and easy. Let's move on to our next one here. Uname. Okay, so let's see what man says about uname. Uname. This says print certain system information. So as you can see here, you can get network node name, kernel release, kernel version, machine hardware name, processor type, platform, hardware platform. We're going to do the A for the all switch. Let's quit that. So if you want, this will give you more than this information about your version release. This will give you information about the kernel, processor type. So let's say uname space. Let's take a look at the help, see what our options we have. A for all. This will print all the information in the following order. Okay, so that's what we want. Space minus A, and let's hit it. And as you can see, here we let me clear this. Let's put some of this at the top here. Uname. All right, so we're running Linux. It tells us our system name. It tells us our kernel version. It tells us we're running Ubuntu. This gives us a time and date stamp. Gives us our architecture version. So this kind of gives you information about the kernel, the model, or the kernel version, and architecture, and timestamp, and system name. Pretty easy. These here are pretty straightforward. This may not be a very long video, but I want to still, because these are pertaining to system administration and getting information about your system. So our next command here, as you can see through here, is date. As the command states, this is the date. This will pretty much give you the current date as it is. So we're going to type in date, hit enter, and there you are. It gives us the day, the month, or I'm sorry, the weekday, the month, the day of the month. We get our time stamp, and we have our year, and that's in PDT. That's our Pacific time. So that's pretty straightforward. Is to get your if you want to get a quick from the terminal, know what the date is. Okay, our next command is our host name, and that's pretty straightforward. If you just want to know the name of the host that you're on, simply type in the command host name, and let's see, man host name. Let's see what that, if that got anything for us. Host name, and here, host name is used to display the system's DNS name and to display or set its host name or NIS domain name. So as you can see here, so we're going to type in our host to see what our host name is, and then we actually got the host name from the previous uname command. So we're going to type in host name, bam. I mean, that's pretty straightforward and quick and easy. That gives you information about your host, tells you what the name of your host is. Okay, let's say you want to know, you're navigating around and you want to know what directory that you're in. You're not sure, you just want to kind of have a good understanding, or you're writing up some scripts and you want to know what current directory you're in. PWD, print working directory. Straightforward command, does that, lets you know the location that you're currently in. Let's hit enter. And right now I am in my home and in my home profile folder, my jc.beasley folder. And this will work in any location that you navigate to. So let's say user local. Okay, and what's in here? Let's say share, change share. And then I can say PWD. And it says I'm in the user local share directory. Real easy, folks, real easy. All right, so moving on, let's say you want to know, well, who's logged in on this computer. You just fired up, you're not sure who's logged in. You want to know, well, I need to find out who's been on this machine or who's currently logged in on here. Say man, there's a nice command called who am I. Let's say man and who am I. So our description says, print the username associated with the current effective user ID. Same as running ID space UN. That's interesting. So that's a shorthand notation for that. So let's give that a try here. Let's just type in who am I. Who am I? Let's see. Well, let's see what type of help. What help gives us here first. Okay, so we can run that. I'm going to do the longhand version here. Who am I? I mean, that's kind of straightforward, just English language. Who am I? Bam. And who's logged in? I'm logged in. Quick and easy. Easy way to find that out. Or let's try the other method that it was saying that we could do as well, which was ID space UN. Wow, look at that. Same thing. So that would actually come in handy. So if you ID space UN, that's quicker than typing who am I probably. Who am I? Same thing. Let's clear our screen. Let's go back to our home. Okay, our last command on here is our Dmessage command. Now this is an interesting command because what I like about this is that this will actually tell you what hardware is being booted up, what's being loaded up. If you plug anything into the computer, your dbus detects, it will spit that out via your Dmessage. So let's see what we have. DMESG. So then it spits out all kind of stuff here. As you can see, I've got some errors because I've got a janky kind of thumb drive plugged in back here. Let me unplug that here. Alright, so let me show you. Now that I took that out, I'm going to run it again. Now, as you see here, it says this device, it detects that this device failed. It says it was disconnected. Okay, now what we're going to do, I'm going to show you here, and I think, what is that? Dmess pipe tail F. Oh no, that's not right. Tail Dmessage. I don't remember that right now, so we'll move on. I'll come back on a later time. So I'm gonna plug this in. Okay, now I got my light flashing and blinking. Okay, now I'm gonna run that Dmessage again. Wow, now look at this. Look at this information that it shows us now. Very, very good information. See, it tells us USB. It says high-speed device was detected. It found the vendor, the product ID. It tells us that this product is a 802.11n WLAN device. It gives us a manufacturer, gives us a serial number, and it gives us firmware information, and it kind of tells us if the device is up and ready or not. So this is actually some really good information. So as you're plugging in devices in and out, you know, you're connecting things to your Linux system, you can run this and actually see what's actually being connected. So I'm gonna pull up web browser. I need to see what that command is. I don't remember. I think it's continuous. Okay. So let me go back. I should have had I'm sorry. You know, I have to Google some of this stuff sometime because I don't remember. Dmessage. I think this is it right here. Continuous output. Oh, there we go. That's what it is. I couldn't remember. So here's the command right here. Watch space dash differences Dmessage, and then you pipe that to the tail. So let's try that out here. Let me clear that. And it said watch differences Dmessage, and we want to pipe that to tail. Alright, so if I type this in right, did I do that right? Yeah, and as you can see, I'm getting an error off this this wireless card. So I'm going to go ahead and disconnect it, but in a nutshell, you get the gist of it. I mean, what you want to do is you type that in, and you can observe changes in real time. You can take a look and see what's being plugged in. It detects it, see as it's being disconnected, and this helps you kind of weed through errors and problems that you may be experiencing on your system. So this has been a little quick, short one. I didn't want to stay too in depth on here. We'll pick this up on our next video. If you like this, subscribe to my YouTube page at BWit, and like, subscribe. And if you have any feedback, leave some comments below. If you have any suggestions on some command interface material that you'd like to see, shoot me a message. Comment, fill out the comments, shoot me a message, and let me know. I love to hear some feedback, and pick your brains and see what type of things that you all are interested in checking out. I guess that's it for you. I hope you liked the video. Like this video, subscribe, hit me up, share it out. I'm on. Find me on Facebook at BWit. I'm on Twitter, Snapchat, and LinkedIn. Yeah, I think that's about it. So yeah, I'll see you guys on the next go around here. All right, this has been another BWit production. Peace.